Hi, I'm Eric Hawkins from Park Tool, and this is Jeff, our head engineer, and we're here to tell you about the new product for 2017. So we're going to start right here with one of our big items, and that is the TS4 wheel touring stand, professional wheel touring stand. And this is a big stand.
It is a big stand.
Why is it so big?
This is a big stand to take those big tires. The industry seems to be going bigger and bigger and bigger every year, so we are following suit and we're going big.
So fat bikes?
Fat bikes, definitely. 29ers. We had to make it easy for you guys to actually true wheels with tires on, with cassettes on, with rotors on.
Right, so this will work on fat tires up to 5 inches.
Yep.
It's wider to accommodate wider axles.
Over 200 millimeters.
It's got a different system for the caliper arm. It's a push-pull system, so it's smoother up and down to change wheel diameters. And it is a big, strong stand. Very accurate. It's got integrated through axle adapters built right in.
Built in.
And it's compatible with all our dial indicators.
Yep, all the accessories.
So let's move down front here. These are taps. So tell us about these taps.
These are through axle taps. We have them in 3 different sizes. We have the M20, the M15, and the M12, all in different thread pitches. And you're going to use these to clean out any paint or anything you get in a new frame, or clean up any damaged threads you have in your through axle systems.
Right, available individually and as a set. Here we have the FR 5.2, which is a Lockring tool. Tell us how that is different.
We've changed that to actually reach the deeper splines much better. So we've increased our spline depth. This would be on systems such as the SRAM XD drive.
Okay. FR 1.3, which is a freewheel tool. Tell us how that is different.
We've changed that just slightly. We've enlarged the through hole, so we were able to accommodate some of these axles on e-bikes and things like that.
Right. Otherwise, the tool is the same. Still
Otherwise,
works on
the spline is
Shimano
exactly the same.
freewheels and Shimano compatible
Yep.
freewheels. Tell us about that tool.
The SGI 7, this is used with our SG 7.2 when you're installing a WTB padlock system.
Okay.
So that will actually hold the handlebar at the proper angle to cut it, so those padlock grips just seat right in there.
Okay. And a dial indicator. That is a dial indicator for rotors, correct?
Correct. And we've actually updated a little bit this year. We've elongated the foot, so you're actually getting a much wider surface area that you're measuring on, so you're not going to fall into any cutouts or anything like that. And we've also added conical washers on the backside for the mounting, so you're able to actually articulate it into the proper position.
Right, great. These are hex wrenches. This is the HXS3, and these are a set of stubby hex wrenches to get into tight areas. Ball driver on one end, flat on the other. Top quality tool steel. This is another hex wrench set, but a fold-up type. We've updated this to be more in line with modern bikes. And it now includes a T25 Torx compatible wrench. This is a Paw 6, an adjustable wrench, 6-inch. We already make a 12-inch, this is a 6-inch. Moving back here to the pumps, we've made pumps for many years, and now we changed our mounting system so the bracket fits underneath the water bottle cage or on the mounts, and we also have them available in black and blue. This is the CBP8. We've made a CBP3 and a CBP5 to fit Campagnolo bottom brackets and cranks, and now this is the 8 because 3 plus 5 is 8. So tell us about this.
So this will work on any Campy Ultra Torque and Power Torque system, and so it's now a hex drive. It's also beefed up arms, beefed up body, and beefed up pressing surfaces.
So much stronger.
Much stronger.
And a versatile set that'll do basically all of the Campagnolo cranks and bottom brackets.
Exactly, all in one package.
This is our IR 1.2. The IR 1 we've made for a few years now, one of our most successful items ever, but we've added a cable to make it an IR 1.2. Tell us about the new cable.
This new cable will actually be used for the Shimano Di2 system.
Specifically?
Specifically for that. For the small holes in the frame, the 6mm holes that are really tight to get into. A nice positive feel to the snap-in, and also a very good retention.
The rest of the set is the same. It's a great system for pulling internally routed cables and housing through
Getting around
frames.
all those hard to reach places.
Right. This is our series of thread lockers. This is a primer, and then 2 different thread lockers, a medium strength and a high strength, and then basically a fluid that does press fit. So this one you would use on bottom brackets and anything else that's a press fit to keep those secure. This is the BBT 16, and that's for 16 millimeter hex dust caps on press fit self-extracting cranks. Moving back here, we have the CM25, which is a chain cleaner. We already make a chain cleaner, but Jeff, tell us why this one's different.
Comparing it to our CM 5.2, this one's going to be much more durable, much more shop quality. It has aluminum die cast bodies, so it's going to last for years and years. It's got similar brush systems in it as the CM 5.2. However, these are in snap-in carriages, so it's an easy in, easy out.
Also is a better drying system.
Much better drying system. Keeping your shop clean is just as important as keeping the chains clean. So we've added an additional sponge on the top side to dry off, as well as 2 wicking pads to help with those drips.
So it works the same way. Fill it with fluid, snap it onto your chain, pedal backwards, and you've got a really nice clean chain. GG1 grease gun. Tell us about that.
Gotta love a grease gun.
Yeah.
So this grease gun can be used in 2 different ways. You can actually fill the canister from the PPL, or you can just attach the top of it to our any one of our tubes.
Threads right on any one of our tubes. It draws right out.
Draws right out of the tube, and it doesn't have to be just for grease. It could be for our anti-seize, carbon paste,
Right.
anything like that.
So we're going to clear all this out of here, and we're going to see our next new item, which is the PRS-22 team issue repair stand. We've been making 2 different versions of this for the last 10 or 12 years, a steel version and an aluminum one. This will be our only stand now in that category. It's all aluminum, and it's got some really cool features. So Jeff, tell us about the axle retention system, because that's different.
So really the key to this is adjustability. We include the front axle for open dropouts, as we do in our current system, but this will actually retain your through axles anywhere from 9 millimeters up to over 20.
So every size that we know of.
Everything that we know of today.
Right. Now the cradle system's a little different as well.
The cradle system is, in our current models, the cradle is stationary. In this version, you're able to, once again, adjust things. So you're able to get into some of these funky bottom bracket geometries, so they're independently, they can move laterally, and they can also move horizontally.
Right. You can also adjust where the weight of the bicycle is centered. So this whole beam moves fore and aft to make sure that you are perfectly balanced. Tell us about the fold-up feature.
The legs are retained with straps, and they fold up all together, locked in place in the compact.
No flopping or anything.
No flopping.
Slides all up together.
Yep.
And then the beam also folds down,
Beam
and it
folds
makes
down.
a nice tight package.
Definitely.
So that's the PRS-22 team issue repair stand. Now you've seen all the new products for 2017 from Park Tool. If you need more details on any of these new products, check out parktool.com. Thank you.